Hello everyone, we have a 2004 Toyota Solara here, and the problem with this car is the steering is really soft. To my taste, it's just really soft. Being used for BMW for a while, and this one is just really soft. So what we're going to do here is we're going to attempt to fix this problem by making the steering stiffer. So we have the steering fluid reservoir right here, and these are the two lines. This is the return line and this is the sending line. So basically this line goes to the power steering pump, and then from the power steering pump there is a line goes to the steering rack, and then from the steering rack there is a line that goes back here, which is this one. So that's the circle. So you need to put so the solution here that I'm going to use is I'm going to put this valve. It's a 1/2 inch ball valve, just really simple. This is gonna allow you to have a variable steering rate. So basically this one is open right now all the way. If I want to make the steering stiffer, I just close it a little bit. If I want it more stiff, I just close it a bit more. So it's better to put it on the sending line because that's the line where the power steering pump is sucking the oil, and then it's not a good idea to put it on the return line because it's going to create pressure. So we're going to fit it right here. You see this line right here. Show you this big line. I'm gonna cut it from somewhere here, and I will stick this valve in between instead, and you can play with the angle a little bit so that this arm will move freely. So it's going to have some space here so it will turn. I'm not going to turn it 90 degrees to shut it off completely, but I want a stiffer steering wheel, so probably half a turn will be just fine. You see this line goes from here all the way. If you want, you can cut it from here and install, but it's just easier here for me. It's up to you. This ball valve is from Lowe's. It's about $7. So I'm gonna give it a shot. One more thing, we're gonna empty the steering fluid. So there are several ways, but one way that I'm going to use is I'm going to use this ketchup or whatever, this container from Walmart. It's like $1, and I'm gonna hook a rubber line to it that I have left over between my stuff, and I'm not sure what size this is, but hopefully it'll work. So let's see how it's gonna work. Alright, so far we got this much of oil out. Basically that connected the tube to the top of this, and then squeeze the bottle and then insert the tube into the reservoir and wait until it sucks fluid out. Then take the hose out, squeeze the bottle, put it in again, and repeat the same process till you're satisfied with the amount of fluid that is out. I think it is fine for now, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the tube, this hose right here, and I'll let you know what happens. Alright, now we got the hose out. A lot of fluid came out actually, and I tried to catch it with a towel, well, multiple towels, but anyways, I could not avoid spilling. So you might be better than me in avoiding spilling. Anyways, we got the hose out. As you can see, that entire piece is going to be in the hose. So basically the hose was like that. Anyways, you cannot cut over here in this case because this plastic is really long. I thought it's shorter, so I thought it's probably here. So we cannot cut here, so I'm going to cut over here, somewhere over here, because remember there's still to be, we still need to put clamps, as well as we have to account for this length here to be inside the tube. So you don't want it to be touching this plastic, so it has to be somewhere over here. So probably gonna cut the tube somewhere over here. That should be good enough. Then we'll put a clamp here to tighten the hose on this part, and a clamp there, and put the oil back. You can, I don't know, you can put the same oil back if you want, but I'm taking, the cover says use Dextron type ATF, automatic transmission fluid, fill to proper level. So I take their word that any Dextron will work. It also here says fill with ATF type Dextron 2 or Dextron, so I guess any Dextron will work. So I have a bottle for ATF transmission from my BMW, the leftover, so I'm gonna use this one over here as well. So I'll cut the hose and I'll be back with you. Alright, so we cut the hose out, as you can see. We're gonna put a clamp here and then insert the hose, the valve, and then put a clamp there, insert the valve over there, tighten it up, put it back. Alright, so we're going to use a clamp. This is size, this is KE6SS, which is this size, 5/16 to 7/8, and it should fit well. You're gonna have to unscrew the clamp entirely, just open it and then put it on the hose, because the hose is wide, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I ran into a little bit of a problem here. The hose is much bigger than the socket here, so it was, even though if I tighten this will still much smaller. So what I did, I don't have a choice, but you may have, but I don't, is I took pieces of the tube here I used to suck the oil, and like cut a piece of it, and then made a cut like this, then opened it up, and then I stuck these ones, like half and another half around the socket like this, like one here and another one here, and a little bit and a small piece to cover the rest, and then put it inside the tube. It fit very snug and very tight right now. I just hope I will not get a leak. That's what I'm hoping right now, but hopefully there won't be a leak. It's just a temporary solution, I guess. If there is a leak, then I'm gonna have to replace this piece of hose, and I'm gonna have to make an adapter here. Basically, if you have a bigger tube like this one, all you need is a bigger hose like this, but bigger one that will fit here snug, and then that will act as a sleeve, and then when you put it inside the bigger tube it will fit correctly. So this was the biggest one I found in Lowe's. This is 1/2 inch. They didn't have a bigger one. I wish they did, but they didn't. So well, let's see how this will go. If it didn't work completely, then I'm gonna have to buy a rubber hose from AutoZone or something that will fit a 1/2 inch here and be thick enough. Like this thickness is perfect. Then it will fit snug into this guy. So keep continuing and let you know what happens. As you can see, this is 1/2 inch smaller than the original tube diameter, so even when this is open fully, we're gonna have a tighter steering. So let's see how that will go. Alright, so having a little bit of problem to insert this end into the rest of the tube in the car. So what I did is this will make you see what I actually did better. So it was really difficult to hold these in my fingers and insert them into the hose on the other end. So I put this rubber band here. It's just from a gasket that I don't use. So it's holding them tight together. As you can see, I'm trying to fill the gaps with those pieces as much as I can. Once they are inside the tube, this will be snug actually. So I'm just hoping this will not leak from these areas, which probably will, but since this is the suction hose or the sending hose, there is not really a pressure on this hose. So I'm just crossing my finger it's not going to leak. But anyways, simple solution is just get a rubber hose that will fit on this 1/2 inch here, and then insert it. There won't be any breaks, nothing at all. Just insert a cut here, insert into the bigger hose, and that's it, you're done. But I can't drive the car, and this is the problem when you're not prepared well for other stuff. But now you will, because now you see what happened here. Anyways, I can fix this tomorrow. Once I get this in, drive the car to the store, get a small piece of rubber, and tomorrow I can just put it in. And yeah, there will be a leak and stuff, but anyways, just I'll do it right, you know. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here is our finished product. So hopefully you will not have troubles like I did with these parts. Anyways, like I said, if you put the sleeve on the valve, you should be just fine. It will be perfect. So put the hose back, and this is all the way open right now. To just the reason why I did it angled like this, so like, you know, you can actually, you know, close it and open it more. You have a better. Now we have the hose here is actually touching, but not sure if that's going to be a problem. Since the engine moves forward and backward, it's not moving sideways. I don't think it will cause any damage, but we'll see. Probably if this was a little bit shorter, then it will not touch over there. It's just a little bit touching. Anyways, I'll put oil and I'll report back what happens. Alright, all finished up here. Been trying like a trial and error to get this right. This seems to be the best setting. There is no noise. If you close this a little bit more, the steering starts making noises. but at this setting, no noises, and it is stiff. It is really nice right now. So anyways, if you don't mind the noise, you can make it stiffer, and the car definitely feels much better and tighter. Before it was just really soft, and the car would run with the road, basically. I mean, I understand the tires have something to do with it, but at the same time the steering was really soft. So anyways, this was, like I said, all about $7 plus tax. And if you get a half-inch hose, rubber hose here and here, small piece like that, that's probably, I don't know, a few dollars. Put some sweat in it, about an hour, and you have a variable steering, power steering. Alright, thank you very much.